the banks of the Ohio River to KICKOFF Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. And Greg Olsen, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. Off we go here in Cincinnati. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league, and really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard
line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action for Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They go right to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Brown. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game. They've set up 1st and goal.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific way to start this. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike. From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle. Keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a taken away all the options down the field through the air. But when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's a conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's complete. It's Yossi. And they're going to move this ball inside 25-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just came from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On first down, Burrow. That is going to be hauled in. He got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, this guy has to do is keep this pace. He's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is one with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
Review the play. The ruling on the field stays.
So, ruled a down originally to overtime. And it stays on the board. McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Patriots, nothing.
After the TD, on is Pearson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Patriots defense ready for their second possession. They're an early hold, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Toss, Henderson heading right. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 6-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying the chain is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. May get a whole lot of this one. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to generate points.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll go left here and this one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identify the blitz, you can see them communicate with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page and gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
He'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 1.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with a point.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Pats get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense, they get set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add that, beginning with 1st down.
Saying you want to play wide receiver in the NFL, like how can you change direction? How fast can you get your body from one direction to the other? And when you can cut like this, I'm not sure how to guard it.
2nd and inches. Tight end Fant in motion. There. Great defense. Held to no gain.
Great here defensively. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past 35.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Robert Spillane.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Gesicki, the man in motion. On a carry here for Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up, but nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 7. To throw is Burrow. That is finding Higgins. It'll be taken down when it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. Inside the 25-yard line. It's been busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty comfortable a quarterback is offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their underneath. In this case, with the depth of defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll hook underneath here for Brown. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the...
Well, this is a great example of the saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for. Get the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here on 2nd down. Short one in the hands of Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A lot of big plays down there, but at the end of the day, the one that matters, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Patriots 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's May to throw it on first down. He caught. It's Anderson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, the end of the first play. So after one, it's the Bengals on top. Bring it up back here in Cincinnati after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. And they've got 2nd and 1 coming up. Now here's Keeper on the zone read. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball to the hands of the back, Mike. I mean, he is just so effective in this area. Now he has them set up 1st and goal.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run with Henderson. And he will take this across the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through. Patriots get a bit closer. It's now 1-10.
Patriots 10.
Throwing the touchdown. Borregales is back in this one. Safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, mark of 23-yard line. The Bengals offense back chasing headed back onto the field. They're looking to possibly push this to a 3-4 advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. After the on McPherson, just one away. This one taken at the 7. And brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense trot out for this next. Trying to get a bit more before break. It has not been their half to this. Let's see first down now. Throwing now is May. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for
Quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding to just a short game.
ball on the 27. He's second and 8. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
So this team finds itself now in a bit of a tricky situation. Like, if they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. Very dimensional. You become very pass happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It's a third down, 4.
On that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Look wide, get complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Here's May. In trouble, and down he work to do following the sack. Is third and long. May gonna look to throw. He'll find his tight end, Henry. They get the conversion on third down. It was a game 7.
Third downs, Mike, those are downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of coming in. So, ball downfield, accurate with the ball, winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here. First and 10. To throw is May. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks in it, see that they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. The play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spin it to the hand of the receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 4. On the draw, it's Henderson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. We're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's third and 2. Off the play fake, here's May. His fullback racing, and he's gonna bring it in.
A gain of 12.
It's a pickup of 12. First down, New England.
Jumps out to me the most, Mike, is the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. Hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
On the move at the 14-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, run with Henderson. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He got a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to the 16. Chris Jenkins Jr. gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. One big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. What once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So backed up after the sack. And now it's third and long. To throw now. Hey. Here's the screen taken in by Henderson. Good short tackle right there. Stops him just in short. It sets up fourth down.
Where the offense is counting on the defensive being over-aggressive in their rush, thinking they can get the yards after the catch, but the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're going. It's May. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second rounder.
So much of that comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, that was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And it's they forced a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bengals offense and running back get it back onto the field. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here. First and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. Good run here with Brown. The second. Pass the 50. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. The way to get started, pick up the 17 and a very quick first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes, I think I'm just going to turn it around, handing it to that guy.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And able to connect there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Second and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Second down. Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Left side is made by Higgins. A big half continues, already has 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. Here, this grab gets him a first down.
First and 10, 29-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The fan in motion. He'll get about 2. Anthony James in. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Burrow to throw. To the middle of the field. And they get this one across midfield. To the 47-yard line. His grab on this drive. Good 11 yards before, importantly, a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now this looks like a design run. He'll step up and run this.
They went to the design quarterback run, and they're just leaving a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Close play by everyone involved keeps the offense on the field.
A first down throw for Burrow. Inside is Gesicki. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. Not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of his targets. So that's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Now Burrow gonna do this himself. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Bengals. This defense continuing to get the boys great on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offensive league works all week. We want to start some early rhythm, play our style of certainly done that. Now on the flip side,
is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. After the TD on McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. They'll go play action with May. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Third and 11. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow, and the Bengals offense over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. The tight end fan in motion. Big hole to the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals stretch things out even further.
Makes the score. Bengals 42. Patriots 10. Evan McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to get this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this run. First down now. Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. That one taken in by Douglas. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good. More on Patriots. First down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati. Hit 'em up. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's complete to Henderson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated like this. Sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, here's May. Left side, he's got Henry. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. May to throw again. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more, as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup to a first.
Going to be, oh, he's got it. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before time?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and make it a one-score game at half. They still got some work to do. But if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Bengals now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats will get just a bit closer.
Bengals 42, Patriots 17.
So following the touchdown, Bengals is back to send this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. first and 10, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosifov.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spin it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll throw it back and has his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6. You set it down. Picked up the first down.
It's just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Set to go now on first and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. Second and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a third and 2. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's third and 2. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. Well, the snap, they pull one, and it's blocked. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
He's in a really third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And this is Ramondre Stevenson. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Geno Stone with the tackle. And we'll get a whistle stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. The throw is May. Up and taken down. They got it.
This drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Third and 7. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That pass play good. 22. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they come to the line for first down. And now May. Right back to Diggs. He's got it again. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down. Here's May. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. It's second down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst worst-case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
May to the air once more. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bengals have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. We'll try to establish some tempo. Start this one with 1st and 10. Remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. How can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's May again. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. Let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Burrow now. Will find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 11 and pick up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through the progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On the ground, Brown. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Marcus Jones is there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosifov. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now 2nd down throw, Burrow. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off the call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
A first down throw for Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches. Has to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage. And so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
This is the blueprint, like the ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. 1st and 10. A pickup of 10. It's going to set up 1st and goal.
This offense just continues to do up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Throwing is Burrow. That is caught to the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter. And at this point, the offense has hit hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Bengals 49, Patriots 20. Evan McPherson to kick
After
off
the
for
TD,
Cincinnati.
on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been a part that has borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all along. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Douglas in motion. That is out wide on the RPO. And they'll get him at 4 here as he is taken down. From 29, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a big play there for New England. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Douglas in motion. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. May to throw again. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown, New England.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point now for Bengals. He's got it. The Patriots are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 49, Patriots 27.
So following the touchdown, Bengals is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On first down, Burrow. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
They go play action for Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. Really, it's because it's good against any defense, and what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your players to catch the ball on the move, and that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. And we'll get a whistle, stop it, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He's tackled at the 3-yard line. Some gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here comes the return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots defense and Drake May making their way back out. They'll do so with 1st and 10. 7. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They run straight ahead with Henderson. Crazy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriot first down. Here's May. He'll go underneath to Henderson.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for. Getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Left side, he's got Henry. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut, where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Quickly to the outside, incomplete. They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So back and forth they go as far 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throw again is May. Inside the it is caught. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. He'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
The city just made it sweet. The diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the educated LA yelling.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Peterson. And he'll go down at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. This one just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Now it's 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with the touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That one, take it in. Hey, Sean Bucci. Down Patriots. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down with the fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Borregales now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 52, Patriots 31.
So, following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Play action now. It's Burrow. Short one here to Hudson.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. led to a nice gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to take it past the 45. That's good enough for first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at first they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second and get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Is going to be made out at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So we're evaluating the impact of a team's run game. I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
6 brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's second and 4. The shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. First down throw for Burrow. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
He was taken down behind
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, they tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up third and long.
The run game not helping them out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. There's that man again, another catch.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point, in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back up. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. To throw on first down is May. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second and 10. Here's May. That's complete to Diggs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, New England.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead. And the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove. There's these weird times in the game where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Douglas in motion. Here's May again. It's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. He puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender. He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. May to the air once more. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Good for Patriots. First
there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll get about a yard if they need it. To pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw again. This is Stevenson. Get a yard or two to the 8. Goal.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Keyshawn Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Patriots are able able to edge a bit closer.
Patriots 41. To kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to set this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back to the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements are bad. He's taken for a loss on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, short the game. They completely out to stop the run, able to take them for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This spot hits. He makes the grab. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd, they 8. Pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. The defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico. Punt. Back deep, Marcus Jones. This return for inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
first and 10.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Look wide, get this run complete, and good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 3. Off the play fake, here's May. Moving left. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
First down, Patriots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. On play action, here's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Another try, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. The second down throw is incomplete. He's trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
So now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You don't need to score twice. This one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. They'll here. It's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. Their business, it's first.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll drop the throw. To the goal line and in. DeMario Douglas. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2.
Patriots will line up for a 2-point.
The throw is made. And he will pull his way in for the 2 points.
Patriots 49.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the touchdown, Gonzalez is back to end this play. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. Together prior to the second down play.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the game, they got a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Second down and 3. Gesicki, the man motion. Second down, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. New England going to take their second timeout. They'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and
3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
their own 23-yard
The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show. And they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one complete to Hollins. Here's 2nd down. Man in motion, it's Diggs. 8 to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And that's a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as you approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now, May.
Really well done about the defense, like executing zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It is
2nd and 9. down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. May to the air once more. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Maybe 2 plays. That's it.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing this stage in the game, but damage done, move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is May. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. And the Bengals going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.